Welcome to Lesson 1. Today we will start out with learning greetings and common phrases. We'll start out slow and hopefully you won't get too bored. So here we go. So the first thing that people always ask when they want to learn a language is how to say how are you or hello in a certain language that they're interested in. For Tagalog, it's entirely fine to say hello, but I guess people aren't usually satisfied with that answer. They want something more exotic or something more different from English. So here are some other ways to say how are you in Tagalog aside from hello or hi. Kumusta? Kumusta? Okay. If you know Spanish, this word will sound eerily familiar to ¿Cómo está? And that's more or less where this word comes from. So this is kind of a how are you or how have you been? If you want, you can say Kumusta ka? Like, how are you? The ka here is a you, so yeah, it's sort of how are you? Or you can say kumusta na, or like how is it? Na here is already, so it's kind of like how have you been already? No, more like how's it going, kind of thing. Or if you want to be really fancy, you can go kumusta ka na, like how have you been? I haven't seen you in a while, kind of thing. They all kind of mean the same thing, so you can use them interchangeably. And then if you want to reply, if someone asks you one of these different variations on kumusta, you can reply by saying Mabuti naman. Like I've been fine. Mabuti here means good, and naman is a kind of tricky word to pin down. So we'll just say that this entire phrase means I've been fine. So you have Mabuti naman. This kind of sounds a little bit formal to most people. I guess it's not very colloquial. So you can say okay naman. Okay naman. So this is obviously from English okay. When you don't say okay, you say okay. Okay. Okay naman. You gotta make it sound Tagalog. And then one other thing you can say is okay lang. And I'm fine. Okay lang. So here are all your options in kind of from a bird's eye point of view. Woo! So you have kumusta, and then you have an optional ka, an optional na. So you can have kumusta ka na, or kumusta na. And then you can say mabuti naman, or okay naman, or okay lang. Kumusta? Kumusta ka? Kumusta na? Kumusta ka na? Mabuti naman. Okay naman. Okay lang. So in Tagalog, there's this little word that you can use to make your speech a little bit more polite. So when you're talking to like your parents or your grandparents or your teachers or like some random stranger on the street or some other person who is in authority, like a police officer or something like that. So this word is po, P-O, po. And then you can insert that in your sentences and it makes it a little bit more formal. So if you want to ask someone how they are, you say, Kumusta na po kayo? Okay? Kumusta na po kayo? Where po goes is kind of a little bit more complicated than just inserting it in a certain place. So for now, just remember, kumusta na po kayo? And then I use parentheses here to indicate that the word inside the parentheses is optional. So you can say, kumusta po? Kumusta na po? Kumusta po kayo? Or kumusta na po kayo? So you have those, how many is that? 4 options. Okay? And if you want to reply in a polite manner, you can say, Mabuti naman po. Okay naman po. Okay lang po. Okay? Mabuti naman po. Okay naman po. Okay lang po. And then just for fun, I'm going to throw in a very, very casual greeting. It's kind of like, hey, in English. You see someone on the street and you're surprised. Oh, hey. You can go, uy. Uy. Like you saw someone on the street and you'll be like, uy. It's you. So yeah. Uy. Okay. The next thing we learn is how to introduce yourself. So I am blank, where blank is your name. So I am Henry, or I am, I don't know, Peter, or I am John, or I am Juan. Okay? So to say that in Tagalog, you go, ako si blank, and then insert your name. So ako si Henry, or ako si Peter, or ako si Juan. Okay? If you want to be polite, you say ako po si, and then insert your name. So ako po si Henry, ako po si Juan, ako po si Peter. So some of you might be inclined to think that si here, since it aligns nicely with the English sentence where ako is I, and then you put your name in the blank, you might be inclined to think that si is am in English, but for now we'll say that si is not am in English. Just kind of remember this as a kind of stock sentence thing that you can use. Hopefully, I'll cover it in the next lesson that we have. So, si is not am. The next thing we're going to learn is how to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening in Tagalog. So you have good blank. Okay? The word for good, a while ago we said Mabuti was good, and here's another good, Magandang, or it's kind of like beautiful, I guess. So you don't say Mabuti, you say Magandang. So this is for good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. So Magandang umaga. Umaga is morning. Magandang umaga. Hapon is afternoon. Magandang hapon. And then gabi is evening. Magandang gabi. And then, as always, if you want to be polite, you can put a po at the end. Magandang umaga po. Magandang hapon po. Magandang gabi po. And then, ran the spectrum from formal to very, very colloquial. So the first one we have is the very formal, the very standard textbook, I guess. Textbook example. Paalam. Paalam. Now notice that there's a kind of you kind of cut. There are two A's there, and I guess it's kind of confusing because that doesn't happen in English. So just make sure that when you see two vowels, you put you cut it. So you say paalam. There's a sort of stop in the middle. Paalam. Okay? Paalam. You can say paalam na. Paalam na. Or paalam na po if you want to be polite. Again, this is a very textbook way of saying goodbye. It's a very polite, very formal way of saying goodbye. And the next one is kind of borrowed from English. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. So you can say bye-bye or bye-bye na. Something like that. Bye-bye. Okay? And then the last one, if you want to sort of acquire an affectation in your speech, you can say alis na mi, or me here is English me. Alis na mi, like I'm going. Or me is going, kind of, I don't even know. Alis na mi. So this is very kind of, no one says this. It's kind of, if you're trying to be cute, or if you're trying to be like funny, or I don't even know, if you're trying to be cute. Alis na mi. Yeah. Okay? So thanks for watching this first installment in my Tagalog lessons. Obviously, I'm still starting out, so I'm not entirely sure what the best way of doing this is. For this video, I did a PowerPoint presentation with animations and all that, and then I used a screen capturing program to record my screen while I played the slideshow or while I talked. So if you think that's good, then I guess say something in the comments. If you think something could be improved, say something in the comments. Comments, lots of comments. Give me comments. Next week I might try doing something different because it takes a while to make the PowerPoints. I might just type everything up in Word and record myself typing. So we'll see. If you'd like that better, we'll see. So hopefully I'm gonna upload a video every week. So subscribe and spread the word. Thanks.